So roller derby is a full contact sport that's played on quad roller skates, so not on rollerblades. The basic idea is that on track, it's an oval track, you're going to have 2 teams at a time. Those 2 teams will have 4 skaters that are blocking, so their primary purpose is to play defense and offense. And then you'll have 1 skater from each team there that's called the jammer. So they'll be wearing a star helmet cover on their head. That person is the point scorer. So at the start whistle, their plan is to get through the pack of blockers, skate around the track and come back around. Once they've made that initial pass, then they can score points for every member of the opposing team that they pass. So when the first whistle goes, it's kind of chaos. The blockers are trying to stop the opposing jammer from getting through, but they might split off and try and help their jammer out, depending how things are going. And then once one jammer is out, that person can call the jam. So a jam is maximum of 2 minutes. Strategically, you want to get out first as a jammer so that you can take control of that 2 minutes. So get out, score points, and if the other jammer is not in the pack anymore, so they've also got out, you call the jam off before they can score anything. We start our freshie course, so that's what's happening right now. We will teach you how to skate, how to fall safely, how to stop safely, and we'll start giving you a general idea of the strategy and rules of the game. And then once you pass your minimum skills assessment, you'll move up to a contact night, and from there we kind of build it up. So if you want to progress to the B team, and then potentially progress from that to the A team where I skate.
So the toe stops are sort of used for 3 different reasons. The first one is to get a running start. The second would be to stop, especially if you're going backwards. Another common stop in derby is called a derby stop, which looks like this. So that's a good way to stop quite urgently. You will stop quite fast. And then the other reason we'd use toe stops is for small lateral movements. If you're a jammer, you're going to want to be quite agile on your toe stops because it's a good way to get some pressure building on people and keep moving, darting side to side.
Your name is Pushy Riot.
Yeah.
How did you get that?
It came to me in a dream, like, divine inspiration always does. No, I don't know, I was walking in a parking lot one day and I was trying to think of derby names and I was like, oh yeah, Pushy Riot would be a good one.
It is good.
Yeah, went for it. Some people's are a pun on their actual name, like my friend Jen is called Pathogen, which is awesome. And yeah, some people just something completely random. It probably goes back to the beginning of roller derby, which was more of a kind of performance. So like in the 50s and 60s, it was more like wrestling is almost. It was more choreographed. And I don't know if they had derby names back then, but then it had a resurgence in Austin in about 2001. And they definitely began with derby names, and it had a more kind of badass attitude then. And it's gotten subsequently more to be recognized as a serious athletic sport, which it is. But a lot of that sort of fun has stuck around. So a lot of players do play under their actual name, like Stephanie Maney, for instance. Very famous. But a lot of people still like to have a nickname. I mean, for me, it's just sort of part of the fun of it. People here actually just call me Ellie. But I wish they'd call me Pushy Riot. It'd be cool.
I'll call you Pushy Riot.
When I said I did roller derby, people were like, meh? Whereas nowadays you get more people that kind of know what you're talking about. And you might get someone going, you? Or you might get someone going, that's so cool, how do I do it? So it's kind of, it's growing and growing.
The one thing I knew about it was I saw this series of paintings which was of bruises.
Oh, the bruises, yeah.
So that's like my impression
Derby
of it, pretty scary. Is that a big part of it? Like, is it as brutal as I think it is?
Well, it kind of depends. So like, the reason that we teach people, we spend so much time teaching people how to safely fall, how to safely stop, is to like minimize injuries as much as possible. But it is a full contact sport. So when you get out there, when you're actually playing roller derby, there are people on the track who are trying to knock you down. Some of them might be trying to hurt you, like hurting someone might be a strategy for some teams, but generally speaking, that's not kind of the spirit of the game. The spirit is more about like taking control of what's happening on the track. So you as a team want to control the other team, and one way to do that is to hit them really hard. So you have to be prepared to get hit by people. I haven't had bruises like those bruises. Like, those look horrific. That's partly like, it could happen if you landed. So I've had nasty bruises from landing on wheels. It's like if you sit down on your skate, you're going to get a nasty bruise from that. But generally speaking, we do teach you to fall safely, so it's going to be a pretty bad accident to get a bruise that bad. Although, yeah, but that's life, isn't it? Like, I know someone who broke a hip tripping up a curb, so if I'm going to break a hip, I might as well do it doing this.
I think the biggest benefit probably is the people I've met. I've met a ton of people that I would never otherwise have gotten to know, because I'm a librarian, and we have a large representation of librarians. Sprints is also a librarian.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a strange combination of things, but why not? But yeah, so I've gotten to know a ton of people of different ages and different walks of life that I never would have met otherwise. And then the other major benefit is, fitness. I am not an athletic person in the least at all. So this has been a pretty huge lifestyle change for me, and beneficial, absolutely. But yeah, it's meant that because I want to be better at derby, I've tried harder to be more physically fit in other ways, and I've definitely seen a benefit from that. Definitely athletic wear. Yeah, so I wear padded shorts because I like to fall on my butt a lot. And then obviously, we've got big knee pads, elbow pads, wrist guards, and a helmet. Very important. Some people wear shin pads, not super common, but yeah, so the padding is the most important thing. And then just clothes you can move in. So generally people would wear, leggings. And then obviously your really cool Cambridge Rollerbillies merch. Yeah. If you want to come buy some Rollerbillies merch, come to our bouts. Watch us. Yeah. Become a fan.
You can also get in touch on our Facebook group, so you can drop us a message there, or you can go to the rollerbillies.com website and you can email us at info@rollerbillies.com, and we'll get back to you and let you know how many different ways you can get involved. You don't have to be a skater if you don't want to. We have a lot of volunteers who come and help out as non-skating officials or just volunteering at our events. So there's a lot of different ways you can get involved in the team and in roller derby.